Hello, everyone. Samantha-Jayne here, and we are live. We love talk where we get to know just what everyone loves. So today, I'm so excited to have our guest, Karine Chalmers, and I will tell you a little bit about Karine. She's she's one of our highly sought after qualified practitioners in the community of overall well-being. She's Sydney based and she goes global because we are all on the interwebs now. And she has created a beautiful modality called Chakra Recharge. Karine has been on a million different TV shows. She is a hypnotherapist. She's an international speaker. She has got a very, 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 very full toolbox. And yeah, she's also a beautician. So she has got many, 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 many skills. She likes to help people one-on-one and in Zoom calls and groups. I will stop talking about it and let you tell her and let her introduce herself. Welcome to Love Talk, Karine.
Thank you so much. I'm so honoured to be here, and thank you everyone for taking the time to be on here to hear what we have to say and share. And so thank you very much. So let me tell you a little bit about me, but what would you like to know, Samantha?
So when did Karine decide that Karine was going to go into beauty?
Oh wow, that's a long time ago. My mum is in the beauty industry, trained overseas in France. I was born in France and we came to Australia when I was 3 years old. And Mum worked for a company called Trimex. They imported a product into Australia, or quite a lot of products into Australia. And then she went on to open her own salon in the eastern suburbs of Sydney. And I used to go to all the trainings and things like that as I was growing up. So 5 years old, I was at my first beauty expo. And during my school days, clients would ask my mum and me if I'd be following in the footsteps, and I'd go, no. But I actually decided I went into sort of admin sort of work straight after school and hospitality, and then realised that actually I did want to pursue the beauty side of things. So I started training, and I worked in another environment, like another hair and beauty salon to start with, and just to see how things were and how different things were from what I'd seen my mum do, and realised that my mum had something really special. And that's when I started working with her and started training me, all of the things that she had learned overseas. So, so that's got me interested. Roughly when I was about 18, 19, I decided to get into the beauty once and for all.
Beautiful. So you're following in your mum's footsteps. And so what was the moment that you decided that you would expand your beauty business?
That's a really good question. Thank you. Basically, a lot of new inventions were coming in the beauty industry. And one of the things that I found a lot of the time when I had clients coming in, they were coming in with a lot of different issues, having a beautiful experience with their beauty needs. When they were leaving, they felt amazing, but they would come back to their following appointment with the same sort of, maybe bad habits or anxiety, depression, things like that. Yeah. So my hubby stopped smoking with hypnosis years ago, and then he was doing quite a lot of research in hypnosis. And then we signed up to a weekend event where we were going to learn about self-hypnosis. And one of the things that came up over that weekend was that there was a program that you could do for pain, long-term pain. So my husband's like, nudging me saying, we've got to, get this program. So we did. And he came home, he tradie by trade, and he got home on the Monday and listened to this program. He'd been in pain for over 15 years from a football injury to the point where he was in a lot of pain. He just wanted to end it. So basically, he listened to that, and after an hour, it was like he was reborn again. It was like he was 19 again from when he'd had the injury. Told my clients about it, and they wanted me to help them with all of those things as well, for themselves or their families. So that's pretty much how it started. So I just had this fire in me to be able to help people on a much deeper level.
Beautiful. And there's a little bit of a story too, that when you went to learn hypnosis, your daughter learned as well.
Yes. So after we'd done that weekend event, we went on to do some much deeper learnings with NLP and lots of mindset tools that, that we really should learn. The younger, the better, I believe. And so for Christmas, my daughter, she was 10 years old, and on her wish list, she'd written that she wanted to learn what we had learnt at 10 years old. So she'd seen such a difference in, I guess, the energy at home, the dynamics at home. Our health was improving, and, we were just a much happier household, I guess. And so she learnt at 10 years old to do hypnosis, and then she went on to do the bigger learnings roughly when she was about, I think it was 11 or 12 that she went on to do the higher learnings as well. So
that is so amazing, isn't it? Wouldn't it be a different world if all of our children were learning even the basics of, the NLP, or, like, instead of, just so that we could all be living in a beautiful wellness instead of, in fear or any of the belief systems that we've learned in those earlier years. Just in survival.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I so believe that. Even if it was like just a subject, at school that was make that compulsory, as well as, health and fitness, have like a subject where there's life skills,
Totally. Totally. Like, almost putting it in with, how they have people come in to teach them about, well, apparently sex education, to teach them about life. These are all things that, they're all going to do. So they're all going to need these beautiful skills, and it would be lovely if they could all learn them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're there long enough. So
yeah, totally. So we've got something really special for all the listeners out there. So it's very exciting. Karine has put together something very, very special for you all. So I will hand over to her again, and she'll explain what we're about to do.
Okay, so I'm going to take you through a little bit of a guided meditation. It's a really nice place to go and just to be able to switch off a little bit and just turn that busy mind off and just focus on, perhaps just being still and just being guided into a really lovely, safe space where you can just have a little bit of time to unwind and enjoy. So this is part of my Chakra Recharge practitioner training that I do.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it'll be really nice. So what I suggest is, if you are driving, to stop driving, pull over.
Pause this.
Pull over. And just enjoy. And I'll take you through that. now.
So I'm going to hand over as the host over to Karine, and it will be very exciting. So if anybody pops on now and I have my eyes closed, it's just because I'm enjoying the process too.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
very honoured to be taking you through this. So
Yay.
here we go. So just sitting back and relaxing and just closing your eyes and just becoming aware now of a growing calm within you. And just imagine that you stop and look at some beautiful flowers that are growing each side of a path. And the colours are so vivid and so bright. Corn yellow, poppy red, china blue, pure white, and purple so striking. And as you stand there for a moment, you feel this feeling of wonderment and happiness is flowing through you. And you just continue to follow that path, of that calming path. You are now aware of this deep sense of calmness and tranquility that is sweeping over you right from the top of your head to the tips of your toes and just renewing your energy. And as you walk with graceful movements, you find yourself almost floating as though in a dream world down towards this beautiful fruit grove. And you move with such ease, with no effort whatsoever, and in no time at all, you find yourself drifting through these fruit trees with a lush, cool green foliage forming a canopy overhead. And as you see, this sunlight is glittering through the branches. And as you stand there, this feeling, glittering sunlight is on your face and on your neck. And you feel and experience it vibrating throughout your entire body-mind system. And as that sunlight moves, it glows and it warms and soothes and heals your body. And you release and relax and move down and relax even more. And you can smell the oranges and lemons that are filling the cool air, and you breathe deeply and evenly. And you can hear the sound of the ocean as you move nearer and nearer. With each step you take, you feel more relaxed, calmer. And as you continue to follow that winding path, it leads you downwards. The path weaves through this orange and lemon trees until quite suddenly you feel the full sun on your head and shoulders again. And to your delight, you find yourself on a beautiful, deserted beach. It's perfect. It's the perfect beach for you. It has a golden shoreline and it's sweeping away into a small bay in front of you. The ocean is a striking turquoise blue, warm, pure and clear. And you can feel the warmth of the sun underneath your shoes. And you can feel the warmth of the sun, of the sand underneath your shoes. And you kick them off and you stroll lazily across the beach to the water's edge. And you can feel the golden sand change to a moist, firm coolness beneath your feet as you wander along the shoreline. And looking back, every so often you see your lazy trail of footprints in the sand behind you. And then all of a sudden you find this beautiful branch of a tree, beautiful thick branch of a tree, and you pick it up and you start writing into the sand a worry that you would like to be gone. And you write that worry down into the sand, carve it into the sand. And as you finish writing what it is that is no longer serving you, you find that a huge wave washes up, sending streams of warm, foamy one around your feet and around that word that no longer serves you, and it washes it away. And you stand there for a moment looking out to sea, tasting the salt in the breeze. You gaze out across this breathtaking scene, watching the waves roll in and the waves roll out again. And you just sit there for a moment and you trickle the warm sand through your fingers, noticing just how good you feel. And as you gaze out to sea, a faint haze makes it difficult for you to see exactly where the sky stops and the ocean begins. And a feeling comes over you just by instinct, and you know that you can let all your cares, all your worries, all your tensions and pressures and stresses and strains just drift up and away. See them all just drift away like smoke from a bonfire, just floating away from you towards the sun. The sun is absorbing any stress you may be holding, burning up all your tensions, strains, dispelling every single worry, trauma, pain, or anxiety. Just inhale. Inhale that life force and feel and know and experience that a cleansing process has been accomplished. And just standing there as you watch, the sky turns the purest shade of every chakra color, like a rainbow, and it symbolizes the form of human understanding, the deepest form of human understanding, which is self-love. Standing there, you are bathed in this rainbow glow, and this light will protect you from any negative influences around you. Bathe in this healing light for just a minute. Feel the light covering every contour of your body, healing, renewing, wonderful. And now in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and you'll come back feeling wonderful, refreshed, ready to take on the rest of the day. 1, coming awake now. 2, noticing all the sounds in the room and the sounds outside. 3, taking a big stretch. 4, taking a deep breath. 5, opening up your eyes, feeling wonderful and refreshed. Welcome back.
Wow, thank you so much. That was beautiful. For anyone that's just joining us, that was Karine, and she was taking us through a little snippet of what you get in the Chakra Recharge. So I feel really revived. I've not been sleeping the best. I've had a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old squishing me into the bed. So I feel really recharged right now. And yeah, so that was really beautiful. Thank you,
Thank
Karine.
you. Thank you again for
Yeah.
having me. I really
Yeah.
appreciate being here.
And so if anyone wanted to work with you, we were talking that you do one-on-ones. Obviously, if you want beauty, you have to go and see beautiful Karine.
Yes.
And yeah, so name a couple of the things that you do for your beauty. I know that you've got this special Hypno beauty thing. Please explain that to a couple of people at home.
I've got a few different treatments, but one of the signature treatments that I do in the clinic is you get a facial, you get microdermabrasion. That sounds a little bit frightening, but it's actually just a nice deep clean on the skin. It's like a little vacuum cleaner that spring cleans the skin. We do chakra balancing with. I've got a light therapy machine where we do chakra balancing. We do color therapy, upper body massage, and I also take you through, one of many of my beautiful hypnotherapies. One of them can be the chakra recharge, that beautiful island walk that is just really lovely, and it's a good one for all ages, because even young kids really enjoy that one. So it's about sort of putting that intention into what you're wanting out of your treatment. Obviously, we want full body, mind, and soul rejuvenation. So that's one.
Totally.
Yeah. So, and then I do another one where we can go just work online. So we can work anywhere in the world, and that's called a hypno facelift. So it's concentrating on, all of the, like as though you were having, let's say, Botox or fillers and things like that, but it's actually working on training the muscles in the skin to work themselves by using visualization and things like that.
Well, that would be amazing. I'm sure that there'll be lots of women out there, or even men too, that would
Yes.
love to know how to train their muscles to be working while they're sleeping even. That would be,
Yes.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. Thank you.
And and chakra recharge. So, how do people get in contact with you for chakra recharge, and what would be the process of going through that? How many
Thank
sessions
you.
do they need for this?
Okay, so with the chakra recharge, usually you do it over a program of 4 to 6 sessions. Um, if you're wanting to learn to do the chakra recharge, the best way is to probably go onto my website, and it's got all of the services that I do, plus the trainings and workshops that I do, and then chakra
Perfect.
recharge will be there. Um, but yeah, so you can experience it via Zoom in clinic, and you can also be a practitioner as well, because it's really great for just having for um, all sorts of walks of life. You can help little, children be able to have more
Yes.
confidence and, all those sort of things. And you can also help
Yeah.
adults, teens, everything. So, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, so amazing. So what we're going to do is in the comments below, we will put in all the links to be able to find Karine as well. So, Karine, just a few more questions before we
Sure,
go.
sure. I could stay
So
here all day.
we could. So there's a little cheeky secret. What does Karine do for fitness?
Oh, yes. Well, I do kickboxing. It's actually really good. I've really eased into it quite well. I had a bit of a break last year while, there was a lot of time where we couldn't go and do those sort of things. And but now I just love it, and it doesn't even feel like, oh, I've got to do that. It's something that I really love. So if I miss out, I really feel the difference in all aspects of my life. It makes me a better mum, a better practitioner. It's great for my health and mental health as well. And yeah, you get to just punch it out, kick it out. And yeah, really good for fitness. Like, we do a really good
Yeah,
fitness part of it, but then we also
yeah,
learn how to defend ourselves. So I love
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And that's the key for when we're doing fitness too. We have to love what we're doing, because otherwise it's a chore and it's not going to be really beneficial for us, because if we're not liking what we're doing,
Yeah.
there is that sort of disdain. So you're going into it with a bit of a, oh, do I have to do this, or I'm not feeling this, or yeah, so yeah, I know that when you were talking about it before, you were like, oh, I like it, but I'm not quite there.
Yeah.
That now you're really lit up
Yeah.
when you talk about it. So yeah, I can
Thank you.
really
Yeah.
see this distinct difference in the way that you're looking at the fitness, and how much you really are enjoying it. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
and what color belt are you up to now?
I'm green shirt. I should be blue, but earlier this year I tore my calf muscle. So
Oh, ouchie.
I had quite a bit of time off. So, but that's okay. I still, you still train with the same people, which is great. So,
Yeah,
um, at the end of the day, like, I'm happy to be green shirt. I don't know that I'd be any happier being blue shirt. Like, that there's quite a lot of when you're being graded, there's
yeah,
quite a difference with the fitness side of things, what you need to do leading up to the blue.
yeah,
So um, I think I'm close to being ready, but we'll just give it a little bit more time. But
yeah,
that's one little part of the whole picture that I really find that it's made a really big difference in so many areas of my life. So
Yeah, and you don't just do it by yourself. Your whole family goes to kickboxing together, don't they?
yes, yes. So my husband does kickboxing, and he also does the coaching for the young ones as well. So he just does that.
Beautiful.
He loves it, and he's a born coach for cricket, for mindset and all those sort of things as well. So he loves to help out the kids. My son does the kickboxing, and at the same place my daughter goes. She was doing kickboxing, but now she does the karate. So she's
Yeah,
doing the grading next week. And I
beautiful.
usually go with her, actually, because she does it on different nights. I'll go with her
Yeah,
and do the fitness part beforehand. So
yeah,
I'm really getting a lot of fitness
you
in.
are going crazy now. No,
Yeah,
that's amazing. That's
yeah,
amazing.
it's a
So
family affair.
it is the family that trains together stays together.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
the motto. Yeah.
Awesome. So I just like to deeply thank you for coming on and being a part of Love Talk. It's been really lovely. It's been a little bit different. We haven't had a process go through Love Talk. So I will write down for everyone that, Karine did take us through a little mini part of the chakra recharge that she created herself. It's a beautiful process. So it's a beautiful process to go through. It's a beautiful process to train in as well. So all of Karine's details will be down at the bottom below. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Miss
Thank you so
Karine, for
much. I
joining
really
us.
appreciate it. I really love what you're doing. I really do. I'm so honoured to have us meet and be in each other's lives.
Yeah, thank you, my darling.
Mm.
And this is from Karine and Samantha. We've been in Love Talk, the place where you get to tell us exactly what you love. Bye for now.